What's up, people? I am back with another video, and for the first time in a long while, I'm gonna announce this, and this is gonna be the first episode. I am gonna be doing Screenrant is gay again, but I'm just gonna start over. We're not gonna continue where I was. I don't really remember, so we're just gonna start over. But I'm not gonna be doing these like all the time. I'm gonna try to like space them out, because I think that was also why I felt like I was just spamming them. But I want to take a little bit of a. But I do want to bring this series back. And we got a doozy, because this one is 8 things about Ghostbusters that don't work today. And if it's your usual shit, so we'll get into that really quick. And I'm going to do a review for this. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow, if I'll do it Monday. But I just, well, not just, but like about an hour ago, finished Strangers Chapter 3. I finished the story, guys. Holy shit. This movie's bad. This is worse. Like, I do not know how they get worse every time. Because Strangers Chapter 1 was bad. Then 2 outclassed it in being bad. And now 3 is worse than both. This one was dull as fuck. The strangers are just not even scary anymore. The fact that we get so much backstory, like you learn how Dollface and Pinup and everybody meet, how Dollface becomes part of the group, basically. Like, you get they tease fucking Maya, I think is her name, joining, basically, because she kills. Well, she gets kidnapped, and the opening is so stupid with the fucking car crash when she's almost out of there. It's so bad. You even find out that they have a father who, if you've seen Sisu 2, he was the guy who hired Stephen Lang in the movie to get the Immortal. But yeah, he's in the movie, and he's the dad. So you get so much backstory that's just not necessary. And this movie is boring as fuck. I'm not kidding you guys. This movie is so boring. I almost fell asleep. I legit was just... I have never been so bored in my life. It's like Maya... She's kidnapped, but she shows no emotion. She's like comatose the whole movie. It's so bad, man. Like, everything about it. So, I'm gonna get a full review of it next week. Or no, like, maybe tomorrow. Maybe during the day. If not, I'll do it, I'll do it on Monday. But I guess we'll get started on this article. Subscribe to real quick. Subscribe to Pin Down Podcast. Me and Tyler just did our stream this past Saturday, so subscribe to that. And yeah. But so this is 8 things that Ghostbusters from the movie that doesn't hold up today. The first one is Bill Murray's character trying to seduce a student in the opening. I guess they're trying to say, oh, him hitting on women. It's like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. It's just a fun movie. Oh my god. And you literally, it's also to show you he's like a womanizer. Oh my god. I just can't stand this mentality with people where they have to always watch movies with like a modern lens now. They gotta act all, like, I don't want to use the word woke, but like essentially that. Like, they can't just watch a movie for what it is, or even just be a product of his time and just watch it with that lens, or just watch it and have fun, because that's what Ghostbusters is. It's just a fun film. It's iconic. It's classic. You know, the dynamic between the team and just the soundtrack, just everything is what makes it a great film. But no, these people have to watch it with like this weird modern lens now. So it's just like, what the fuck, dude? I will say this article is not super new, but it's the list. And they're college kids. I mean, I could say it's weird, but oh my god, it's a movie, dude. It's for a joke. Oh my god. Okay, number 7. How Vinkman pursues Sigourney Weaver's Dana throughout. Bro, do you not realize that like the whole trope is, I think she kind of sees he's like a womanizer, so she tries to play hard to get. Do they not understand that's a trope in movies where you have a character who's like very good with women. He, usually knows how to. He's very, let's just say it, he's like not a man whore, but like a player, right? Like he talks to a bunch of women, but then there's the one he can't get because she knows he's that type of guy, so she's gonna play hard to get and not so. But eventually they do get together. That's the trope. It just seems like harassment. What? Oh my god. It's once again, they don't understand that women have agency, that sometimes they do play hard to get. Oh my god. Like, what the fuck, man? This also reeks of like either a male feminist wrote this or like fucking a feminist wrote this, because this is wild to me. Like, it's literally just flirting. She was clearly into him, but she was playing hard to get. If you want, like, that's a trope in movies where they're into the character, but they're gonna play hard to get, especially if they're like a womanizer type of guy. And then he gets her in the end, and then he obviously gets. Granted, I like Ghostbusters too, but I hate that they broke them up just to put them back together. But then they eventually. God, it's so stupid. This part is so dumb. They're trying to say it's like relentless, and it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, goddamn. Like, it's going back. It's just these people are no fun, and it's like clearly everything has to be through a modern lens or political lens. They can't just watch a movie to just watch a movie. Like, but now I guess we'll move on to number 6. Vinkman's sexist comment to a library. Man, they're kind of going at Vinkman so far. Like, he's so far that they just might as well say Vinkman. Is just because it just seems like it's 3 of this list has been about Vinkman, and it's fucking 8. So he says when he talks to the lady, mentions of that she's hysterical. Hey, dumb fuck, you realize the whole point is he's the one guy that doesn't actually believe ghosts are real until he sees one. That's the whole point. They're trying to say it's sexist because he like says, mentioned her menstrual state, but that actually could be a factor because he's trying to say she's crazy and that she's freaking out. Which, that is a thing, by the way. That's not sexism. That's like an actual biology thing. But alright. And also, that's not even the point. The whole point is he's a skeptic. Initially. That's the whole point. He was a skeptic of the fucking group. Oh my god. This whole point is not that he's saying she's hysterical because of her fucking menstruating. No. He's insinuating she's crazy because she's saying there's ghosts. Oh my god, that's not even the point of the scene. If Vinkman was played, but it might have been dire for the series longevity. What are you talking about? Ghostbusters was fucking iconic for. I can't. I legit can't with these people, man. Like, it's insane. How can you, I just don't know how you can watch movies or any media with that kind of mentality. I really do not understand. Like, it's a fucking movie. And that's not even the point. And these people, I bet you this person probably uses the word media literacy. And they use media literacy, and then you're not even media literate in this scene and not understand the whole point is that Vinkman thinks she's crazy because she says she saw a ghost. You stupid fuck. That was the point of the scene. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, now we're on number 5. Granted, it's not about Vinkman this time. Ray's ghost sex dream. So their whole point is that this is supposed to be a PG movie, and they say unnecessary cut. It was fun. Oh my god. The whole point is that was funny. Oh my god. Like, I'm not gonna go into because this one's just stupid. Oh my. Okay, so now they're making fun of the scene. So now we're on number 4. That Dana and Lou's having, because the whole point is, when they're possessed and, she becomes Zool and then he becomes the Keymaster, and the whole point, yeah, that's kind of the point. Oh, oh my god. They're trying to imply that having sex while not in control. Oh my god, guys. It's the... Like, shut up. Like, my god, guys. You just... Holy shit, dude. They're not using the word, but they're clearly implying it's rape. I'll just say it. Because they're trying to say it's about the PG aspect. No, it's clearly you guys think it's rape. You're almost borderline using that word. That's what I'm getting out of this. This is so awful, man. Like, what the fuck, man? Like... Good to know. Screenrant is still gay. In fact, still gay. And still fucking bad. Still stupid as fuck. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, y'all are really trying to say it's fucking, like, imply, like, some of these are just really bad. Oh, number 3 is a doozy. Ghostbusters largely sidelines Winston. Bullshit. For one, he's not... Remember, he's a new fucking member. If you remember, he is not part of the original team. He gets hired later. And once he's hired, he's in the movie. And they're trying to... No, Winston isn't there from the beginning. It sort of just shows up when the Ghostbusters are hiring without much... He didn't need a backstory. Oh my... He's the whole point of Winston's character is he is like the everyman. He's like the normal guy of the group. Because all 3 of them are like scientists and are really smart. I'm not saying Winston isn't, but my point is like Winston is like the regular man of the group. That is like the whole point. Oh, of course. And I knew we were going to get to this. It's somewhat telling that the Ghostbusters that gets the least spotlight is the black one. The only black... Like, he's... Oh my god, and he's a great part of the team. But because he didn't start off as a member, and of course he's not going to be in it as much because he didn't start off as an original member of the original group. Like, what the fuck? And then you're trying to make it a race thing. I kind of knew they were going to go there. Oh, he's the only black guy and he doesn't have a big role. Like, oh my god, bro. This... He gets more, and they mentioned Ghostbusters gives Winston more to do. You know why? Because he's already a member. So, of course, they're going to inherently give him more to do because he's going to be a member of the Ghostbusters from the start of the film compared to the first where he wasn't the member of the original team. Ugh. These people like to throw around media literacy, but these people are the most media literate motherfuckers ever. Like, are you kidding me? Of course, he's not going to get a lot to do in the first one because he just joined the group. And the whole point is that he's like the everyman of the group. He's not like as super smart, right? of the group. That's the whole point. Oh my god, man. I don't even agree with number 2. Ghostbusters it has pretty good special effects. Yeah, it's not like incredible. Obviously, there's gonna be some scenes that doesn't age great, but I think that's fucking retarded. However, even for the time period, Ghostbusters loses out in terms of cinematic spectacle. No, it doesn't. Marshmallow Man looks great. Not Marshmallow Man, but like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man looks good. And, oh my god, they're bringing up, like, Temple of Doom and Terminator. Let's be real, those movies probably had a higher budget, too. I would assume. Oh my god, you stupid fucks. This is so stupid. Yeah. Oh, number 1. They basically say the movie has an anti-environmental message because of the Walter Peck character. Well, yeah, he was fucking wrong. That was the whole point. And they even mention he's wrong, but they're trying to say oddly conservative messaging. Oh, sorry, what the fuck? Fucking ad. Sorry about that. Yeah, the ad just started playing. But, yeah, like, they said conservative messaging. Like, what the fuck? Of course, they just had to make it political. Because they're trying to say why is he a bad guy? Because he has a public message at heart and it's about the environment, so therefore he's right. That's clearly what this is. This is some climate change retard. Fucking... it's so weird. And they're trying to say conservative messaging. No, he's just the asshole. That's the whole point. Walter Peck is just an asshole. That was the point of the movie. And I like it. They admit, yeah, he was in the wrong. But yeah, that was the whole point. He was in the wrong. Because he ended up, when he got them arrested and they weren't able to do it, shit goes crazy. That was the whole fucking point. Because they're trying to say, oh, he was right because they are unregulated. No. You know what's fucking ironic? You know what, the movie Walter Peck was kind of right, actually, and not this one. In the latest one, Frozen Empire. Because he was right, like, why are you using a little girl? Like, that was the only time he was actually ironically right, but not in this movie. And the fact you're trying to spin it as, like, conservative messaging because they're making fun of an environmentalist, so we can't make fun of environmentalists, or you're conservative? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Ugh, man. I can't imagine living my life like that. Like, just, I know I'm saying that a lot in this video, but it just does kind of, like, really, you gotta hammer that home. Like, it really is, like, how can you enjoy, like, anything with that kind of mindset? We gotta look at it with a modern lens, or it has to be, quote-unquote, conscious and understand woke shit, and it's stupid. It's a movie. The fact that you're basically, they called Venkman sexist. They just didn't want to say it, but they clearly did. The fact they try to spin, well, Winston didn't have a lot to do. Well, yeah, because he wasn't part of the original initial team. Because initially, it was Venkman, fucking, it was Dan Aykroyd, it was fucking, it's fucking stupid, man. Like, I just don't understand. Yeah, it was Ray, Egon, and Venkman. That was the initial team. Winston got added later, so of course, if he gets added later, he's not going to have as much to do. But then you want to spin it as possibly a racism thing because he's the only black guy and he doesn't get a lot to do. And it's like, well, he has more to do too. Well, yeah, because he's part of the team already. So, of course, inherently, he's going to have more to do because he's in the movie more. You fucking idiots. So, of course, he's going to be in it more. Oh, man. This is just dumb. So, I'm going to wrap it up. But, yeah, I just can't imagine living my life like that. Just watching movies or TV shows. With that mentality, and just like, because I can only imagine just living my life like that. I feel like I'd be depressed, because I feel like it has to be depressing. Like, it's like you can't enjoy anything, or else because it has to fit either your political sensibilities or your modern sensibilities or whatever the fuck. It's like Ghostbusters is and the fact they try to say the effects are dated, yes, in some scenes, but I actually think the initial ghost they see is really well done. And the fact that you hated the ghost sex scene, which was just done for laughs, it was a quick gag, because that was the whole point of the movie. A lot of it was gags, so of course, it's like, my God, man, no fun fucking having people. Let me find out. Let me look and see who fucking wrote this piece of shit. Alexander. So it's a male feminist, clearly. So this is some male feminist virtue signaling. Fucking obvious. I had a feeling it was a male feminist. I didn't think this was a woman. Because women seem to love Ghostbusters just fine. Know a lot of women who love Ghostbusters. Because most people just in general love Ghostbusters because it's an iconic film. And you're not going to... Most women are probably going to be offended by Venkman. But if anything, one of the things they love about Ghostbusters, outside of Egon, probably of the main crew, Venkman is probably the most liked. So, I don't understand this. So, it's just some male feminist trying to virtue signal. And I had a feeling it was. So, but in closing... Screenrant's gay. And they continue to be gay. And yes, the series is back. I'm not going to do it like a bunch of them. I might maybe do 1 or 2 a month. Maybe 3 if I find something really stupid. But 1 to 2 I think I want to stick to. My next video will be The Strangers Chapter 3. I'm going to go more into that really quick. It is just how you can make a trilogy that gets worse as it gets along. Like, yeah, the sequels, but episode 7, you still had stuff to build off of. This didn't even have that, the first Strangers Chapter, because Strangers Chapter 1 is just a bad remake of the first movie. The 2 is just a really bad chase scene. This one is just a slog with a bunch of random flashbacks. Like, we gotta learn how all these characters meet. Like, I didn't really know. I didn't need that, to be honest. And the reveal of who the main Scarecrow mask guy was the most obvious fucking thing ever. It was so predictable. Maya was boring as fuck, and I'm sorry. I don't know, because I think even in a bad movie, there are actors who are able to carry. She is just not good. In all 3 movies, she is just boring as fuck. She's not really a good actress. She's not interesting. She is comatose feeling throughout even when she initially gets kidnapped, it feels like she didn't even show as much emotion. Like, bitch, you got kidnapped and you're not even showing any emotion. Yeah, it's really bad. It's definitely Silent Hill. Return to Silent Hill is still worse because that movie's just incoherent. At least this is kind of a movie, like there's a flow, not a good flow, but there's a flow. Silent Hill, Return to Silent Hill doesn't even have that. So this might be like the second worst thing I've seen so far this year. This is pretty bad. And this is definitely the worst horror trilogy. Like, I've just never seen a horror trilogy go from bad to worse to even worse. It's like, holy shit, dude. Alright, like, and the fact that Rennie Harlan, he did Die Hard 2, which is a pretty good movie. It's not as good as the first one or even Die Hard 3, but it's still a really good movie. He did that, and this is what he is doing now. Oh man. And once again, the strangers are just not scary anymore. You made them not scary. Seeing them without their mask, even in this movie, the scarecrow mask guy, when he kills a person in the beginning of the movie, you hear him grunt. I don't even like him really making any noise. And they give you so much backstory that you don't need. Like, now I know who his father is. It's like, really? Why? It was so dumb. Yeah, so possibly the worst horror movie of the year. Like, definitely. Well, no, Return of Silent Hill, that is horror, so never mind. But this is gonna be up there, though. Like, this, we'll see, because obviously it's only February right now, so there's a lot of worse horror movies that can come out this year, but I don't know if any horror movie is gonna be worse than this, or Silent Hill. Because, ugh. And the fact that they came out only a couple of weeks apart is just, fuck. Yeah, man, I don't know who these movies are even supposed to be for. Strangers never should have been a sequel, never had a sequel. It should have been a one-off movie because it was so creepy because you didn't know what the strangers wanted, you didn't know their origins, and it's like they made these movies. I'm like questioning, did Rennie Harlan even watch the first Strangers? I'm like, did he just take the job and the money and just never fucking made a sequel and just never like watched it? Because I'm starting to think that like because he missed what made the original work. Was the mystery, was the fact you didn't know who they were, was that they didn't really talk either. That's the other thing. The scene at the door when they were forcing this is when they were basically forcing her to be one of them. So they do the whole "where's Tamara" thing. And then when they say the lines from the original movie, it's just like, it does not hit. So they do that, and the other girl was basically forcing her to do it. She talks like multiple times. It's like, stop talking. I don't like these people talking. One of the things in the original Strangers, the only time they talked was obviously with the "where's Tamara" scene. But outside of that, the ending, where, because you were home. That was the only time, 2 times they spoke. But outside of that, they did not talk. That's what made them creepy, is that they didn't speak much. Having them talk all the time, and then the scenes where they're without their fucking mask and shit, it fucking ruins the mystique. I will say, it does not ruin the original, because you could separate the original from these new movies. You can. Because I don't know were these supposed to be I feel like Strangers Chapter 1 was supposed to be a remake. I don't think they originally were even going to be a trilogy. I think they were going to do a remake, but then they gave up in the last second and just decided to have it be its own thing. All right. All right, everybody. I'll review that one. I'll try to do it tomorrow. If I do it tomorrow, I'll probably be the same time as this one. It'll probably be a little later in the night, but if not, I'll do it Monday. But other than that, guys, I am going to call it here. Subscribe to Pin Down Podcast. Don't know yet if we're going to be live for Raw, but we might be live Wednesday. Check out our latest stream. So, and like I said, Cowman Reviews will be back in 2 weeks from tomorrow with Pirates of the Caribbean, and probably a different name. Other than that, guys, I will talk to y'all later. Peace.